Sagittarius, hello, welcome. This is a 3-month reading for you. Sun, Moon, Rising and Ascending for Sagittarius. Also, if it doesn't resonate, you might also want to look at your Mercury, which is your communication, and your Venus, which is your love. And if you don't know what those things are, there's a link down below in the description that explains it to you. It says free natal reading, all right, where you can go and have a look for yourself. And for those of you that always support me, I'd like to thank you. If you don't know me or you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Adrian. I'm an intuitive healer. I practice holistic wellness and I also do spiritual regression hypnosis. Okay. I always used to do a reading every week. I won't be able to get it for all zodiac signs every week anymore. I'll try to do a monthly for all of y'all, as well as maybe like all signs and a pick a card. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, I would recommend that you do subscribe if you'd like to see my readings, and also hit that notification bell so you know when they're coming out. Okay, let's see what we've got. We're going to start with an angel card for you. If you want, beautiful graphic design work done or social media management, you can also contact my best friend, AC Digital Marketing Solutions. There's a link down below in the description for AC Digital Marketing Solutions. And Sagittarius, it says change in direction. The changes you're experiencing are divinely directed by your newborn willingness to open your heart to love and the guidance of the angels. You are protected now and in the future, so follow your path to the happy outcomes that you desire. Beautiful, eh? Follow your path to the happy outcomes that you desire. Let's draw you your cards. So we're going to look at where you currently are. How did you get to where you currently are? And what's coming towards you. And then we're going to end off your reading with an oracle card. Woohoo! Look at this. Woohoo! Woohoo! So some of you might have gotten yourself in a bit of a jam there, bit of a hot seat, and then you got yourself right out of it again. There's an overall willingness here, openness, looking for love. And it's coming. Have a look at that. Some work might need to be put in, and what is that work? All right, let's have a look for you. So overall energy is the Muse of Emotions, which is the King of Cups. Beautiful soul flame connection there, love. All right, change in direction. For some of you, there's a big sort of change in priorities coming over here, where you might have said to somebody, this is sort of what I want, and, maybe they were all game for it initially, or, at least said they were, and after a while they were like, nah, not really, and you were like, oh, well, my loss. And I almost feel like you went from that almost sort of very sort of flippant, light-hearted sort of, oh, my loss, to like, oh, my loss, in your recent past, what brought you to where you are at the moment, we've got the Chariot, you've got the Eight of Voices, which is the Eight of Swords, and the Ace of Emotions, which is the Ace of Cups. So for some of you, especially with love, or with some sort of like a heart passion, it sort of crept up on you without you sort of realizing it. And for some of you, it may feel wonderful, but it also kind of makes you feel uncomfortable because there's not that sense of I can just kind of leave this behind and just move onwards, all right? It's obviously a general reading, so you just take what resonates for you. But in the current energy, there's the Hermit, then there's the Empress, and there's the Queen of Emotions, which is the Queen of Cups. And coming towards you, the Two of Materials, which is the Two of Pentacles, the Three of Inspiration, which is the Three of Wands, and the Page of Materials, sorry, which is the Two of Pentacles. Okay, so I feel that you were sort of really all there for a situation, and you kind of, very Sagittarius, typical Sagittarius style, you sort of just put your all in it. Like your whole heart, your whole mind, your whole soul, your will and the will of your ancestors and the whole sort of dowry. Everything was just in there. Okay. And I don't really feel there was a part in your mind that sort of ever considered that, maybe things won't work out. You were like, it's going to work out, bro. It's going to be fine. And I feel that there was quite a sense of almost like a young child that sort of plays, um, in sort of like a puddle of water. It's a lot of fun and joy and carefree, and consequences is sort of like the furthest things from your mind. And even some sort of logical aspects, maybe. Somebody else will take care of the details if there are any details. But then the details started to sort of dawn upon you. And it's almost like a sense of heaviness that might have set in on you. But for some of you, you were still, you were sort of Lady Gaga-ing the situation. That amazing sort of impressionable way of doing things, that sort of just draws a person in. So even if you were sort of feeling a little bit lost, you still sort of had some flair about it, and maybe bit of a pie in the sky sort of attitude here, where you you try to sort of make your situation fabulous. That's really it. And until you realize that you actually wanted the true thing instead, you wanted the authentic, you wanted the real. This is almost like, since we now use the Lady Gaga thing, like, obviously Lady Gaga's amazing, she's incredible, she's very talented, and she's very impressionable. But there is the sort of persona that we get sort of like on the outside, on the public. But this is when you get to meet the real, actual person, and you become friends with them, and you realize, oh my goodness, there's so much more to you. You're so amazing. And you wanted that experience. You didn't want the. It doesn't mean that you didn't want this sort of incredible experience, but you wanted something deeper, something truer, something more profound. Something special. That's basically it. Your heart desired for that, and I feel there's many sort of almost maybe like life sort of fantasies that you may have played around the situation, and you realize that maybe that was never really quite you. Maybe you're ready for something more mature. You're tired of playing games basically, and so where you currently are, you're sort of willing to wait for that. You're willing to find what this light really is. This could be the relationship with yourself, but also with others. What is their true magic? What is their true essence? This is not just just so much more about what I can gain from the situation, but also what can I give? What can I learn? What can I discover? What can I experience? Some of you has, this is like being smitten. you know you want to know what this person is all about, really deep in their own core, in their own soul. And you really, really, really want to know if you can make this work, and you're willing to give it your all. And for some of you, it's very exciting, but it could also be kind of scary, because you are willing to put everything into this situation, absolutely everything. You are willing to discover new sort of worlds, new parts about yourself. To not only discover those horizons, but to also cross and surpass and exceed them. You are willing to open your heart to love, to real, true love, that goes past the sort of just worldly sort of things. Okay, you really you're sort of ready for the real deal here. And what's coming towards you is you're gonna have to change some things about your perspectives and your sort of beliefs. I feel that for many of you, through this connection, you're actually discovering and now I want you to be careful, because you don't want to sacrifice who you are. Okay, but what I feel coming towards you is almost like you discover a deeper part of yourself, a more profound part of yourself. Sort of things, desires that you never actually knew you had, things that you never thought that you were open to. You emotionally, spiritually, you know, on a soul level, you like that next level. You've really matured. You've really, really beautifully grown. Yeah, you're making your mind up here about something, and it could definitely be someone. And it's almost like when people say things, you're like, you don't understand. I love them, you know? I love them. I've never been so happy just thinking about somebody. And I will do what I need to do. There is a sense of that I will sacrifice for this love, and you want to be careful of that though, okay? We always want to be careful, mindful of that. Let's look at this overall energy. Oh my goodness. So, the overall energy, the king of emotions, the muse of emotions, this powerful twin flame sort of connection, not just with another person, but also with yourself, because you are discovering parts about yourself, your things that made you happy that you never thought would. So it's about self-discovery as well. Wheel of Fortune, Strength card, and the Seven of Pentacles. Things are turning in your favor, slowly but certainly. Things are turning in your favor with this other person. I don't feel so much you, but it's almost like they sort of still doing maybe some inner sort of healing, which they may not actually be thinking about you too much, but it's bringing them to the realization that you might actually be the best choice for them. Okay? So things are turning here, but it's not so much that you are the one holding up, you know, the situation, the connection, the completion of the circle. Obviously, everything is a circle always going around, but it's almost like they need the courage to love you because they don't quite understand how much you've changed, and I don't really think it's necessary to tell them either. They're beginning to realize more and more and more that maybe you are the one, you know? Maybe you are the one. All right, let's look at this Eight of Voices, Eight of Swords in your recent past that the Chariot brought you to. You got the Nine of Wands, the Emperor, and the Devil. Yeah. You can't romanticize what is and what isn't. It is what it is. The sooner you accept the facts for the facts, the sooner you can realize how you're sometimes holding yourself back and moving forward. So some of you were a little bit in denial. You know, poor me. Poor Sagittarius me. You know, I'm going to be strong. Nobody's got my back, you know. It's me against the world. I'm a survivor. And then you realize, like, you know, this tune is kind of played out. Okay? You wanted something truthful, tangible. You know, you didn't want to sort of conjure up these sort of, you know, powerful memes and type of like, you know, I'm a warrior and I'm a you know, you're like, no. If it means that I've got to be brittle and emotional, I've got to be brittle and emotional. If I move to them, I need to move to them. If they move to me, they need to move to me, you know. But I'm going to open myself to that. It's wonderful. Some of you realize, you know, I'm not always right and I'm not always wrong. And I'm willing to see how I may have thought that I was right before and now realize that I was wrong. And I'm also willing to realize how I thought I might have been wrong before and realize now that I was right. Okay? Or somewhere in between there. And let's look at this Ace of Emotions. I'm going to draw just one card of it, that Ace of Cups there, because love sort of hit you unexpectedly. You didn't expect this. You did not expect this. Three of Swords. Especially since you were heartbroken. You said, like, I'm not going to allow myself to feel like this ever again. You know? There were certain, how would we call it? Like, foundations, guidelines, you know, sort of barriers that won't be crossed. And now you're in a space of like, I think I may give this another chance. Maybe I made a bit of a rash decision, you know? I'm willing to compromise on my previous decision that was such a set decision. Which sort of brought you to this hermit space where you are right now, because now you're like, okay, so now that I'm willing to compromise, you know, there's some sort of deep thinking that is taking place here, and I encourage you to do that deep thinking. You've got the Hierophant, the Six of Wands, and the Hermit again. So the Hermit's being clarified by the Hermit. Take that space. You deserve this, you know, this platform of thought and almost reconciliation with yourself. The world. This period of rest and thinking and, you know, willingness to be hurt, really, because some of you have been running away from hurt for a long time. It really sort of, you know, flips the tables for you here. Let's see what the Empress here. It's like life is able to give you new blessings now that you couldn't receive before because you were too stubborn. You've got the Judgment card, the Knight of Wands, and the Temperance card for the Empress. You're willing to let go of the previous version of yours. You're willing to let go of the previous version of yours. You've learned your lesson. You're like, it's exhausting. I'm trying to upkeep this certain sort of persona. This is what my rules are. You know, you like, take this rule book and like, let's just throw this rule book out and let's start over, because some of these rules are not serving me well. What does my heart want and need and desire? You know? And you're really bringing power back to yourself. So let's see what's happening here with this Queen of Emotions, this Queen of Cups, because now you're on this flow where you're just willing to open to receive what's coming towards you, which is beautiful. Ace of Wands, so the love is coming. Seven of Cups, you know, you realize that this person is not the previous person. 10 of Pentacles. There we go. It might even be that, you know, that you're like, okay, so it didn't work out, you know, but your willingness to not be so sort of rigid with your rules and how you allow your emotions to feel and not be felt. Letting that rigidity go, realizing that it really wasn't serving you the best in the first place. You know, it opens a whole new door here for you. Beautiful divine intervention can come through for love, where you get to see that you were the one that was holding you back for a long time. You know, this is almost like the magic of like, almost like discovering mermaids. Okay? Let's look at what's coming towards you. 9 of Cups, 8 of Cups, Page of Pentacles. You know, you've got a much better idea of what it is that you want to have. You're stepping away. There's a lot of previous patterning within you that maybe was built sort of like walls that were built out, you know, because of hurt and protecting yourself. And you're realizing that I kind of got to go let go of these patterns now. Okay? And it doesn't mean that you have to make a war against the walls and hit them down, because now what was once sort of your fortress can now sort of become your garden walls. And you sort of plant like, you know, sort of like tree and iris and whatever, all up it and flowers, and it looks beautiful now. You're getting a new perspective of what life is really all about for you, the meaning of life, the meaning of love. It's beautiful stuff. Okay. 3 of Inspiration, you've got the 7 of Wands, the Magician, and the King of Pentacles. This is such a beautiful connection. It ticks the boxes emotionally, it ticks the boxes financially, abundance, prosperity, success, new beginnings, healing the past. And it's only by having this connection that some of you are seeing some sort of hurts that were inside of you, some patterning inside of you that you weren't even aware of, and how it was sort of running the show sometimes. You're only getting to see that by actually allowing these emotions into your heart, you know, this love into your heart, and it sort of unfolds the magic for abundance. So this love connection unfolds the abundance within your life. Ace of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles, like, look at this, isn't this deja vu? Page of Pentacles, you get Ace of Pentacles, followed by Page of Cups. That is just really a confirmation there. And my favorite card in the deck, Knight of Cups. Beautiful things coming your way here. Let's draw you one more card for that Knight of Cups. Beautiful thing coming your way here. 2 of Wands. focusing forward together, building a whole new world together. Okay, beautiful. Let's get your angel prayers card. See what we've got for you. This card went in reverse there. Let's see what we have for you. Let's just move this. And if the reading resonates with you, you're more than welcome to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Remember, if you subscribe, to hit that that notification button, that all button, so you know when your readings are coming out. And for beautiful social media management and graphic design, you can contact my friend AC Digital Marketing Solutions. There's a link down below. This came out in reverse. Spiritual gifts. Archangel Ratzel. Thank you, Ratzel, for helping me channel my gifts and talents. So some of you are not in the complete flow with yourself at the moment. Okay? You're a bit in reverse. But you're about to discover how the magic that, you might be kind of focusing towards someone else. Still, how that magic is actually to be found within yourself. And it's an amazing thing. You are the magic. Okay? Namaste. Love and light. See you next time. Bye.